This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Trevor Owens wants to know, is there anyone that Arn owes an apology to?
Probably my wife for talking her into marrying me, I would imagine.
I thought you were going to say the fans for making you sit through that Renegade match or something like that. I was hoping I was going to get a rim shot there. But
so you were setting me up.
I thought it was a layup. Like, boy, I really need to apologize to those folks in so-and-so town. I had the worst gas in that match. I thought there'd be some sort of punchline. Hey, that's a fun question. I've talked to Rick before about, well, you know, he got a little older and he had an accident here or there. And he told me that maybe his most famous moment like that, he's wrestling Steamboat wearing pink tights, takes a big body slam, filled the pink tights, and everybody in the front few rows knew exactly what was happening. Steamboat said, "Let's go home." And he said, no, we're going Broadway. Finished the match with a load in his drawers. Did you ever have an unfortunate situation where you evacuated too early?
We'd have went home whether he wanted to or not. That'd have been me.
I'm holding you down, you motherfucker.
We'll find out how tough you are if you really are the world champion, because we're fixing to have a title switch.
What about you? You ever have a situation like that? How do you avoid that if you know you're sick? I mean, when nature calls, I mean, Jim Ross even says on our podcast, Grilling JR here on Thursdays, that when he has a marathon voiceover session, like he's calling a match or a pay-per-view and it's 4 hours nonstop and you can't get up and go, quote, wear darks. So, you know, he takes his wet attire home, takes a shower, does the laundry, has some chocolate cake and goes to bed.
Well, number one, if you were sick, you're probably going to be sick during the day, right?
Yep.
Don't eat nothing. Get everything out of your stomach. So you go to the ring with an empty stomach and you wear black tights and black under tights.
Just hope for the best.
And if you feel like you're getting that cramping in your stomach, guess what? Prepare for having to go home in 5 minutes.
Right.
And you already know how you're going to get there. So it's just not a total cluster. And have a plan B, and you just get in there and they get the short version of you that night. That's probably better than them having to sit there and watch the Hershey squirts engulf the middle of the ring in a semicircle.
Can you imagine, like, he goes to the top rope and you're going to do that old silly, oh, he can't make it, I'm going to power slam him off the top, and he splats and it just splatters. Like, dude, what the fuck are we doing? We got to make better choices in our life.
Why are we on this subject?
Here's one that we haven't talked about before. Patrick Williams says, did Arn have a hand in selecting his entrance music, or was that done strictly by the company?
The company. The very last rendition of the one that was, yeah, you heard the clapping.
Yeah.
I think Dean Malenko had something to do with that, because that was when he was a horseman. That was new music. But I left that to the production folks. You know, they usually came up with something pretty decent. I think Jimmy Hart had a whole lot to do with ring music and developing it for different guys and making sure it fit and all that.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.